First thing, it is not about the person. The person is only a trigger which is trying to tell you what emotions inside of you which needs healing, which needs your compassion, your care, your loving attention, and which needs to be worked upon or transformed. So that person is coming as a teacher to trigger you so that you recognize this trigger and you heal, right? So, how I would look at it as a spiritual experience and not as a painful experience. Even though that experience is painful, but as a spiritual experience, as a tool for transformation, is an opportunity for transforming. And that opportunity lies when that moment happens. At that moment, maybe just sit for breathwork, do some deep breathing. How can you transform the emotions when the emotions are raging up, coming up? At that moment, sit for breathwork. Let it all come. You don't have to hold on to those emotions. Let it all come. Chillana hai, cheekhna hai, jo karna hai karo. Do what you have to do. But let it all come up. Then there'll come a time when you are aligned with your inner being, when those emotions are no more in you. The same person is no more triggering you, right? So it is not about that person. It is either your judgments about that person, which is carrying that emotional charge, and that lets the things come out. Suppose you have not known the person, that person you are meeting for the first time. Would you carry the trigger? So it is some emotional charge in you, right? Some judgments in you, some stories that you have built in you, which you need to work on. And frankly and honestly, I'm telling you, he is coming as your teacher. Every time it happens, take it as a spiritual experience for your transformation. Unless you are triggered, how would you know that this was needed to work upon you? Honestly, there's nothing called negative emotion. At a deeper level, there's nothing called negative emotion. Emotion is just a sensation, it's just a physiological sensation. But the story you build around it, that is what you need to let go. Right? Emotion in itself is not unhappiness. Emotion plus an unhappy story is equal to unhappiness. So you have built a story around that person. That story grips you so much that you lose your connection with your inner being. And it's stressing you. Because of that story about that person, the judgment about that person, ego makes you believe in the story more and more. That lets you lose your connection with your inner being. And that loss of the inner connection is actually a problem for you. In that moment, you have an opportunity to again find a connection. And if you have found that connection, you will come out as a victor, not as a victim. You will pat yourself, you will feel so empowered and so inspired. And then love will flow for that person. Because you are coming from your state of wholeness. When you feel only love and wholeness, then forgiveness is not to be given. Many times, even your forgiveness is coming from a state of superiority. I am amazing, I am this, so I forgive. ये तो ऐसा है, चलो प्लीज आप उस पे एहसान कर रहे हो. But true forgiveness is when you can say thank you for that experience. Then forgiveness is a byproduct. There's no even need to forgive because forget forgiveness. Now there's an appreciation for that person, love for that person. You are thankful to that person because of that person, you got to know about your own triggers, which was suppressed in you as frozen memories, as deep buried emotions. It surfaced up. That person made you aware of that emotion. And don't think that any stage of life, these people will not encounter you. Right? Whether it was Jesus or Socrates or Buddha or Mahavir, everybody had somebody in their life. In spite of those people in their life, there were no more triggers in them. And that was their mastery. So this is an opportunity for you to reclaim your mastery.